Oh, it's okay. What's up? What's up, guys? This is Jake here. Another video. Just first, like to thank you guys for clicking on this video. This is gonna be pretty much just some proof that I kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying I'm amazing. Definitely not the best, but that just some proof to kind of add some legitimacy to what I'm trying to do with this channel and these videos. Okay, so um, just by the way, with this specific gameplay that I have here, I actually do a really good BG. It's the second BG after this one. It's pretty epic. There's some pretty epic clips in there. But anyways, so this, like I said, is gonna be also an introduction video. But before I go on, I want to introduce you guys to Gandalf, my Gandalf impression.
Not me. Am I really just a little voice in there? Or perhaps I'm getting some gray. Fly. Fool.
But what if he's not just an innocent bystander or Gandalf? What about if he's the great Sane Prince?
You're nothing. Nothing but a trickster. I am a warrior. The Saiyan Prince. Vegeta.
Now, maybe that was a little cringe. I'm not sure. I actually do a bunch of impressions. I'm actually gonna try to do a video of me attempting to flirt with girls, and midway through, as the conversation's going good, I'm gonna just immediately do one of those impressions, like I just did there, and see what their reaction is. I don't know. It kind of sounds like a fun idea. But also, I want to mention some of my top five favorite films ever, to kind of also just to legitimize, just to show some legit critique. Maybe if you guys like these films too, you'll believe me more. Pretty much, these are part of my top 10. I couldn't rate these top five, but I'll just throw them out there. Uh, Jurassic Park, man. Jurassic Park 1. I also like 2. 2 and 3 get a lot of hate. Yeah, they're they're not exactly perfect. I really like 2 also. It's not in my top 10 favorite films, but Jurassic Park 1, oh my gosh, it's just that, to me, that is just the best example of a perfect film. The direction is perfect, the writing is perfect, the cast, the characters, they're just obviously the CGI, the animatronics, with the T-Rex and whatnot. It's just flawless, man. It's just absolute best film. Well, if one of the best films, in my opinion, it's the absolute most perfect example of a perfect 10 out of 10 film. It's just completely flawless. Um, my other favorite, one of my favorite film is actually it's this one's pretty funny. Is Home Alone 2. Home Alone 2. It's classic, man. Uh, growing up in the '90s, watching that movie, there's just so much nostalgia, and it's like a great movie. Just so many scenes in it, like the scenes where he's pressing the movie within a movie at the hotel, in the hotel room, to kind of scare away the guards, the hotel workers that work there. Like, that's just, I don't know, that's just so clever to put the volume up on high, and because he's a kid, he can't pull it off himself, so that he has to use this film. I don't know, I love that part. Another one of my favorite films is obviously, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, man. This so good. uh what else? Princess Bride. Now, that one's kind of just it It's honestly just, I don't know. There's so much nostalgia there for me. And then the fifth one would be 007, the 95 GoldenEye. Um, that's also my top five favorite films. And obviously, I can list the other ones, but those, you know, those are probably my top five. At the very least in my top 10, and I'm not sure how to rank them. But again, like if you guys really enjoy those films, maybe like you could kind of see that I'm not just a crazy guy that believes his two movie ideas could be really, really great movies. Now on to that part. So like I said, what I'm trying to do with the channel, I've said in a few other videos, but I pretty much have two movie ideas and two video game ideas. Now, these are like legitimately crazy epic good. Crazy epic good. Okay, they're just great. And the thing is though, they're not. I'm not a writer, and I don't have script form. I have the actual movies and the video games like mapped out scene by scene. They're completely done. Obviously, I don't have written dialogue. Like I've gone over these two movies though, like 100 times over in my own head. And like I said, obviously this sounds kind of crazy. It doesn't it's like you might be a listener and be like, yeah, dude, but that's not a movie, man. It's that there's no dialogue. Like you're delusional to believe that your own two movies are that good. And the thing is, I hear you, man. I hear you. But the thing is I would tell you, I would love to tell anyone, producer, director, anyone, these two movie idea, well, these two full movies. But the thing is, I can't because they will get stolen so fast. That's how good they are. And I know that that sounds like a rookie mistake, but I'm telling you, man, these two are legitimate. Because one of them is, it could be done on a really cheap budget. It like maybe 1% of the film is CGI. Like there's like next to none, next to no CGI in one of them, and then in the second one, it's a lot of CGI. It's like it would be a big budget. So maybe the second one wouldn't exactly be stolen, but the first one with the low budget would definitely be stolen. Um, so that's what I'm trying to do. But I have a lot of other movie ideas I'll be dropping in my videos that are on this channel. If you haven't checked out them already, definitely check out my 007 pitch, movie plot pitch. Like I said, and this is the thing, like this is the big thing about my channel, guys. It's like I will never start a Patreon. I will never ask for a donation. I'm not in this for the money. I don't want a single cent. Seriously. The only thing I'm trying to do here is just not only get these movies made, but see just more great movies. Like guys, like I mean, who isn't a fan of film, right? Who doesn't want to watch great movies? And there can never be too many. There can never be enough great movies, right? I have two of them, and I'm just trying to. The goal here is just to, get these two movies made, and obviously, to sell them or to find a writer to write them and then sell them. It'd be nice to have to be a little bit more financially stable, but that's not the goal here. Like the goal is to get these two movies made, and that's why I keep emphasizing, guys. It's like I ask. The only thing that I need from you guys is just your critique, your criticism, and then like you as a witness. So when I actually finally do drop, some of these movie plots, you guys will be the witness, so they can't get stolen. Um, but yeah, definitely check out the 007. It's not like that's the thing about me too. Is I'm not very good at pitching. I'm not very good at explaining. I'm not the perfect explainer. So like, attempt to bear with me on that because it's pretty difficult for me to do things. But yeah, back to what I was referring to. Then also, kind of going to be like a gaming channel. I mean, obviously I could just make these videos with my voiceover and, just have it as like, pictures, or I could just film myself. But I don't know, in my opinion, it's kind of boring. Like, if you guys are gamers, like, I'd rather you guys at least watch some sort of content in the background, as, you know, so it's not, it's less boring. Um, and then I'm also trying to do some commentary right now. As you see, this is the BG that I'm talking about is really good. Uh, I get lamed here. I try to take out this mage, and then I sap him, and then I try to get to this rogue. I was like, okay, I'm just going to take this rogue. But then the mage obviously completely neglects the BG, the game mode. He doesn't want to do the objective. He wants to, attack me, 2 versus 1 me. Even though the only thing I did to him was just sap him for a second. So I I would have killed this rogue right here, but I miss my a really important stun. I get a really nice sap there, out of combat sap, which is pretty pro. But see right there, he somehow I was like behind him, but that stun still missed. If that stun would have landed, he would have been done there. But I don't know. Somehow I get stunned right here. I like can't move. Like I don't know. It was like their stuns stacked on each other. I got really lamed in that one stun, and I had to flee because I would have dropped. Like, I would have been able to take out that rogue probably, but then I would have dropped, and I don't want to give that mage the satisfaction. But anyways, so yeah, guys, this is a really epic, BG. I get some revenge on the mage in a second. But yeah, what else was I gonna mention? So yeah, like I said, the only two things, I keep going over and over with this. But the thing is I know that any writer that has a movie idea, or just anyone who has, let's say anyone who has 2 movie ideas is gonna be like, oh yeah, my 2 movies are the best, this and that. I understand that we've heard this 1,000 times. A person claiming that their own thing is good, and I definitely can see that. But I could seriously take a stance that is completely unbiased and look at my own work and tell you if it's good or not. Like, if you watched my movie plot idea for the robotic AI movie idea, with how the robots plan to like take over and then they quarantine the city and whatnot. I will admit, with great execution, like with great direction and like stuff, it could be a good film. Like, it could be a great, well, I don't know about a great, it could be a good action film. It seriously could. Uh, but the thing is, I look at that and it's not crazy original. Like I said, I got the quarantine city from Dark Knight Rises, and then I got the AI taking over. I didn't get that. I just made that up myself, but I'm for sure that's been done before, where like a robotic AI then just plans it to like take over and like not be what it's supposed to be. Like, that's probably been done before. So like that, I look at that and it's like, it's a decent film, but it's not great, you know. And that's why that's why I'm not afraid of that one getting stolen. That's why I just put it up there with no problem, because I know it's not that great. And I have others like that too that like I said, I'll just be posting up. But like I said, the main reason why I don't want to post the 2 other ones is because, one, you can't copyright an idea. Like, my idea that I have for these films, unless they're in script form, you can't copyright it. So anyone can just steal it, like, legally, and you're done, right? If I actually had a screenplay for it, oh, this is a pretty epic clip right here. If I actually had a screenplay for it, then I could copyright it. But then, even then, like, if you're a no-name writer that you've never written for anything before, and like no one knows who you are, you have no following, no audience, no nothing, no witnesses, no proof. Like, even though you copyright your screenplay, which I don't even have, I'm not even that far. It could still get stolen, man. Like, any decent writer that has actually written some things, like, who are they gonna believe? You've got this writer that's done a few films, got success, got an IMBD, and then you've got yourself. And then even if you make a case, oh no, I made this up, I have it on my, you know, I wrote it down the date and whatnot. It's still not going to work. Like you could still, there's still scrubs out there, unfortunately, that would still steal your thing or steal your screenplay idea and then just write it themselves, and then boom, it's gone. Um, but yeah, what else do I want to talk about as I'm commentating this pretty epic BG? This is also another reason why I post this gameplay is so pretty much. I don't know if you guys have ever played WoW, uh, or specifically if you've ever played just the rogue class in general. Now I'm not I'm not a rank one rogue by any means, but in terms of 1 versus 1 duels and BGs, I'm like pretty rank 1. Like I'm not trying to like it sounds pretty it sounds like I'm boasting, but it's it's just the facts. I mean, I after doing literally thousands probably of BGs, you get pretty good at them. But I also just recalled to explain. Uh, I've got like, I mean, this is kind of personal, and I'm not trying to do this as like, oh, a like a kind of feel sorry for me sort of victim sort of thing. But I've got like a really bad heart, and I literally don't know how much time I've got left, which sounds pretty depressing. But I have like a dangerous arrhythmia with my heart, and I've got to be like very closely monitored and stuff like that. It's pretty serious, but that's also one of the reasons why I'm just trying to get my name out there. That's also why I'm posting. I'll be posting a lot of these videos. It's just in case I unfortunately do drop and die. Then at the very least, my these movie plots will still be out there, so you guys can, or writers or producers or whatnot can find them and eventually, hopefully, make them one day. But that's also what I was trying to tell you is like like I said, I'm not in this for the money. Like I've never been a materialistic guy, but specifically, even if I wasn't materialistic, like even once these movies get made, which they will, um, I won't even. I probably won't even be around to watch them myself because of my because of my heart. It's not good. So like that's what I'm trying to do. Like I mentioned in one of my other videos, man. It's just like I'm just trying to give back. Man. Like that's literally just my goal here. Like even if I manage to somehow get lucky enough to survive long enough to see or to sell some of these streams, which I honestly believe I can do because I'm telling you, if I could just get to, if I could just tell someone some of my ideas, like like a legitimate writer or producer or whatnot, I know they could. They're so good that they would immediately go in production, and I could sell them. And like that would be cool. But even so, even if I do sell them and get like you know however much they would offer me, like I would immediately just not spend the finances on myself and just give it to others, man. Like money is like nothing to me. Like it has no meaning to me. I'd rather like when I see these rich folk that like buy Ferraris and stuff like that, I'm just like I don't get it, man. It's just like I don't understand how you could drop like 800 thou or 600 thou or however expensive these cars are like on yourself rather than just like help someone else with it. I'm not saying just help any random person that could turn out to be a bad person. You don't want to do that. But I'm talking about like family, friends. Like I understand how you would want to help them out when obviously they can use that 500, 600K way more than you obtaining another car or whatnot. That's another thing I want to mention. I don't even know if it's allowed to do giveaways or to like promise giveaways on my channel, but if it is allowed, I'll definitely like be doing a lot of giveaways on this channel just to help, like just to add something that would make you guys want to just sub. Because like I said, that's just what I'm playing. Like, like yeah, that's another thing. Like I'm not like I don't I don't want to be famous or like I said I'm not trying to make ad revenue or anything like that. I just need subs. That's it. Because that way, like I said, you guys are the witnesses that will protect me from getting robbed, essentially. What else can I add here? I guess I can do a little commentary here. So pretty much, as you guys seen, I killed that shaman guy like 4 times. If you ever like play BG, like I don't know about you guys, like some guys like to just do a big battle, but personally, I prefer to just do 1v1s because that way it's just like I don't know. I just find it so much better just to do 1v1s than to do like big battles because there's no skill in 2v1ing, 3v1ing, opponent and just zerging someone, right? Like 1v1, it's legit. If you look at me, like I'm getting jumped by like freaking 5 guys, I'm gonna have to vanish out of here. I mean, that's why I love this rogue class. If you're any other class in the solution, you're fucked because you're not. And I just made it out there. If you see that, look at them, they're all looking for me. That's why it was a good BG. Like I got a lot of kills and really great escapes. um, and honestly, like I know Kata gets a lot of hate, but I can't hate. I can't hate on Kata. Like improved vanish, it's insanely good, man. If you've seen there, like without improved vanish, I'm done. Like anyone who's good and you vanish, like they can just AOE you out immediately. Like it's so useless in a way to vanish. Um, yeah, enough with this commentary. Uh, man, I wanted to mention something else. I mean, I guess I guess I can kind of wrap things up here. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you guys want to help, oh yeah, like I said, guys, I'm saying that my two movie ideas are amazing, right? But it's like obviously anyone's gonna be like, okay, yeah, obviously you're gonna say they're two. It's your own 2 movie ideas. Obviously you're gonna say that. So what I'm telling you guys is, don't take my word for it. Watch my other videos. Watch my 007 pitch, my other movie pitches. Watch my gameplay, my other videos. Even my comments. Or I completely forgot my Zelda game pitch. Like watch that stuff. If I sound like a guy who doesn't know what I'm talking about, then obviously you can make your judgment there and just stop listening. Or if you're like, this guy actually sounds like he's got some decent ideas, then like I said, just subscribe. It's the only thing you guys got to do. Completely free, and it'll greatly help me. Uh, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks, guys.